because people are quite sick.
Yep.
And also people don't have money. So I was like, you know what, friend, let's have a cute play date. Like a play date that doesn't require lots of money, and something cute. So I went and bought baking mix. It was like way more affordable than I had budgeted. But that's because I picked the Paw Patrol one, okay? And it's, you know what I wanted? I wanted that bunny one. Do you know that bunny one?
No.
Don't you know those princess ones?
No.
What? So anyways, we're gonna try the Paw Patrol one. Never tried it before. It's chocolate flavor. So if you feel like making this one day or doing this with us, you can join in.
Along.
So guys, Bupe is pretty known for her baked goods.
No.
Yes, she is.
No.
I don't know if she makes them,
No.
but she be bringing brownies to school that everyone likes. Who makes them?
My mom.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'm not a baker, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of baking.
You don't like baking?
No. I hate it.
Y'all didn't hear
Like,
that.
I'm a food person, like I like cooking.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know that,
yeah, she does like being in the
I
kitchen.
really like being in the kitchen, like cooking. And I'm a food critic. Like, if we're going out to eat, I'm definitely going to like criticize.
Am I a food critic? I'm not a critic. You
Yeah.
understand? I just eat. Like, I love eating. So I've got no complaints most of the time. Okay, so what's in here is, I think it's the baking mix, icing, the cupcake holders, and I don't know, child, these stickers, I think
so.
you put them on the icing. So that's cool. That's cute.
They're
I've never
edible.
seen that before. I suspect they are. Like, I don't think they put anything in here that you can't eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think, yeah, it is edible. Because
Okay.
look, the sticker goes on top of the icing. Boom! Okay, let's go. I had a phase where I was so obsessed with baking to the point where I was convinced I need the equipment. Like, you know that the piping
Yes,
stuff,
yes, yes.
and there's a shop in Four Ways by Four Ways High. I don't know if it still exists, but they sell like the best baking equipment for anyone that's like really into the stuff. Okay, so
Alrighty.
Bupe, you can take the wheel for now.
So the oven has been preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, and then we're gonna take an egg from the hen. To put the dry mix in a mixing bowl. Then for water we need 17 milliliters.
Guys, this thing smells nice. Are you those people that eat the butter?
Yes.
It's nice.
I
Yeah,
like to
let's
mix the
talk
bowl
about
and the
it.
spoon.
Yep.
That is,
But sometimes it does make you feel sick. Was it just me?
yeah, like the egg.
Yeah, so
after a
sometimes I
while.
don't do too much, yeah.
Putting in the sunflower oil.
Oh!
What?
I completely missed the
Nice. So what else is missing?
I think that's all actually.
Our friend, isn't milk missing?
I didn't say
Did it not
milk.
mention milk?
No.
Okay, I mean, let's not go against the recipe. But it is strange that there's no milk here. But it's okay.
Cookies that you made at like school with that like icing.
Yes. That used to be so much fun.
Yeah, no, those are really nice.
I think that's when my love for baking started.
Yeah.
When we used to like put icing on those biscuits,
Yeah.
Mari biscuits. I don't really like Mari biscuits, but it's fine. And then we'd like decorate them with like Smarties and.
Yes.
But also like in my house, we used to just bake a lot. Like I don't know why. Like it just used to be a thing.
Cute.
So this is what it looks like, guys. Yes, sir.
Looks good.
You know, normally I'm, very intentional about the people I bring, and I'm intentional about the topics that come up in conversation. Like it's all casual, but I do think it through beforehand. Do you know what I mean? Like Bupe, even the last time we filmed, remember I was like, listen, we can talk about whatever you want, but at some point in the conversation, you have to make references to like these important topics. But today I was like, let's freestyle. But then Bupe suggested to me that she wants to talk about friends.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. So, she was saying to me that the year's been so chaotic.
It hasn't it,
Like,
guys?
was this your worst year?
Definitely. And to be honest, you'd think that like I've had worst years, but just because I feel like in my worst years, there were like more people around me. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't as lonely. So they were kind of like easier to manage and like kind of get on with. But like this one, you're like going through all this rubbish and then to also be like alone. It's like, okay. Do you know
I
what
know, I
mean?
think
Or feel alone.
that's also nice.
Yeah.
Feeling alone
Yeah.
versus being alone.
Yeah. Two
It's
very
quite
different
deep.
things.
It's like now that you say that, geez, it's made me think about how I saw this tweet the other day where you can't have everyone as a low maintenance friend.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by all these people, but you feel alone.
Yes.
And I resonated with that.
Yeah.
Cause like you know how I am with low maintenance friends.
Yeah.
Like I just don't feel like friendships should feel like pressure. Like
like a burden.
I've never friendships should never feel like a burden. They should never feel like a job. They should feel easy, light, and I've always loved friendships like that. But obviously that's resulted in me having a lot of low maintenance friends.
Yeah.
And like I never realized it was deep till I was going through deep things in my life. And I was like, wait, so who do I call? Like, who do I reach out to now? Because I've got all these people, but I don't know who can I truly rely on when I'm in my dark days. Like last week, I was at Robin's thing. So guys, please watch that vlog. It features like Robin's thing. But basically, I didn't film Robin's mom's speech, but she spoke about how as we move into the world, like it is so cool and it is so important to have friends that you can actually rely on. And it made me really think about the people I have surrounding me and can I really rely on them? And like, I don't know if I want to say this because then it's partly my fault, but I'm like really independent. And so I'm not the friend that will be like, I don't call all the time, I'm going through a lot, or like, I don't call for minor inconveniences in my life. And so there's lots of things I've just learned to do on my own and figure out on my own, just from a young age. But then I think it's made me be okay with people not being true, proper friends.
Yes.
Because I'm just so good at like handling my own life and being self-efficient to the point where now it's made me attract friends that I don't feel like I can necessarily rely on all the time. And like, it's obviously not, I'm not blaming them. I'm not like making an awkward statement now as if I don't have great friends. I have the best friends. But all I'm saying is I don't think I reach out enough. And that's what makes me create low maintenance friends without me realizing. So I think I play a part into it.
Sure if they should like reach out and be extra supportive.
Exactly.
Do you actually need that from them?
Right. But I also like recently I have a really good friend of mine. And it's been so refreshing to have someone attentive though, to the point where like she just avails herself. I don't have to like call and be like, I need your help, I'm going through a lot, or I'm writing prelims and it's like really stressful. Like she just knows like to reach out, to check in. That's my 2 cents of what friendships have been like and like what I've learned from this year. I've obviously learned a million other things. But yeah, what do you think you've noticed or realized, or have you had any epiphanies when it comes to navigating this friendship thing in the last few months?
I think some huge epiphanies that I've had is that, yes, like we know nobody owes you anything.
Okay.
And you can like...
I don't like that sentiment.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't like it, but I'm hearing what you're saying.
Because it kind of like allows, it's like you're settling almost, but you're... No, but it's a thing of like, yes, like I understand nobody owes you anything because you can like give your all to someone and you can give them like everything. And I've always been told that like I'm someone that doesn't reach out, I don't ask for help and all that type of stuff. But I think that's just because I think growing up when you don't really have an emotionally available parent, you kind of just have to like deal with your emotions on your own, you know, and that's just kind of how you grow up. So then it's hard to kind of be emotionally invested in friendships and to be open like with your emotions and your feelings. Like it gets difficult. So then that also just became even harder to navigate like this year, because like you're dealing with all these like problems with these friendships, but you don't even know how to like begin to say like, listen, do you know what I mean? So then it's like even harder. Now you look like you don't care, but at the same time you do. And now it's just like,
wow, okay.
you know what I mean? But
we're still also talking about the sentiment thing about I don't owe people things.
Oh,
the reason why I also have a problem with it is that it allows people to not take accountability for their actions. Like imagine you come into someone's life, you disrupt their peace, and then you leave on some, no, I don't owe people anything. You like, what is the reason for that? So okay, let's put this in.
Alrighty. This is gonna go into the oven.
Must I take, let me bring the camera. Okay, so we are going to the oven. Gonna say?
Yes.
Why are you smiling?
It's kind of hot.
Okay. But yeah, guys, hey, that's my 2 cents. Friend, is there anything else you want to say on friendships?
Oh, I don't want to say. I don't know.
Oh, another statement Bupe said to me in the room was that she feels like lots of friendships fell apart this year. And when she said that, I wasn't shocked. Like, I'm not attentive to those things. Like, I don't really notice that at school. I don't look at friendship groups and go, oh, shame, these are close, what's going on now? Like, I don't notice those things. But I'm not surprised to hear that.
Yes.
Also, just because one of my good friends last year, she's in like 2nd year now, she warned me. She was like, listen, can you going into this matric year, something I want you to know, because you might encounter it, is that friendships are going to change. People are finding themselves and people are beginning to know who they are and what they want. And if that means it's going to lead to you being excluded or you guys lose a connection, let it happen, let it be. Don't let that infringe on your growth. Don't stop your life because they're changing and you're trying to like continue being in their life. Like if it's not working, don't force it. Live your life, do your own thing. Remember what you're there to do. And I think that's what got me through this year. Is that I just kept replaying the idea that I'm here to finish school. Whatever, like yes, friends are important in the environment, like they help you like just to keep going. But I also knew that friendships can break you down. And people don't talk about that stuff enough. So I knew that I'm gonna choose the option of not letting it break me down, and I'm just gonna focus on my books and just keep it pushing. Obviously, I gave myself times to be sad, and like Bupe knows, like from the beginning of the year, low-key, I was ghosting. Not even low-key. I was ghosting in the beginning of the year. I'm happy with the way I dealt with stuff, and I'm happy that I stayed focused with the books, and I didn't let friends dictate how the year would turn out for me. Obviously, that's me. That's not something I would impose on you or make you feel bad if you couldn't do that, because I know friends play a big part in our lives. I think for me, you know what the difference? Bupe has lots of close friends in school. Like your group is at school already. Whereas for me, I'm not really in a group. And like my friends are like all over the place. So for me, it was easy to kind of like detach myself from like friendship groups and friendship group drama. But I want to hear your view, because like your friendship group is there at school.
I think it's so much harder to navigate friendship problems when when you are like a group as well, and when the people like within the group are also like close, like amongst themselves, and then it just gets like a bit like difficult because you also don't want to make it like a big thing, and you don't want to really like say to someone that, listen, I've been feeling like, because I kind of know, it's like, and people know I'm not one to like fight for friendships and like make it a thing like, hey, no, come on, we're gonna save that. No, like
No, we're not doing that.
we're not doing that. Like, people come into your life for a reason, and they leave for a reason too, and I understand. And it's so sad. Like, I think friendship breakups are always something that they like hurt me the most, and it just absolutely detrimental to my well-being. But I understand that, like, yes, they're necessary in order to grow, but it still hurts, and it's still very sad. That's why I think having really close friends at school and then having those problems, you end up feeling alone, just because it's like, oh, I'm surrounded by these like close friends, but I can't even go to them, you know, in these like times of like need. And you want to, do you know what I mean? Like, you want to reach out and you want to be like, listen, but you really can't, and can you? At the same time, like, other people are going through their own problems.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like, we're all at the same time, we're going through similar stuff. We're all struggling. So you also have to be like conscious of that, and you need to also be understanding that as much as you may be struggling like yourself, other people are too, and they might not be able to provide
the emotional availability
that you need from them, and that's something that you just have to like come to terms with. And that's something I came to terms with like a lot of my friendships. But something that I recently
I mean, can I just add something?
Yeah.
I think with the right friends you'll find the right balance.
Yeah,
because,
definitely.
like, I can go through stuff, but I can still be there for my friends. And I feel
Yes.
like your friend can also be going
Yes.
through stuff, but they can
Yes.
still be there for you.
Yes.
It's just a matter of like finding like a really nice balance where you guys respect when the person's quiet,
Yeah.
and when they come back they actually can be there for you, and it's
Yeah.
not fake. It's not like, you know, some people get upset like, oh, there's so much more going on in my life. We
Yes.
should never like
Complain.
undermine people's problems. Like, we're all going through our own stuff. So as long as you can find balance, I believe in that balance.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, you were saying, friend, I disrupted where you were going. I was sitting here enough to remind you.
I can't remember. Oh yes, I was saying a recent like positive realization that I had is that some of these friendships, even though like they were shaky at times, and they have been like previously, like these are people that I have been close to for, I don't want to say quite some time, and we have gone throughout like trials and tribulations, and we've always managed to like be there and support one another. And I think that's just something that I had to like remind myself of, like, yes, this is happening right now, but I know that at the end of the day, when I've been really in the dumps, these people were there for me and have attempted to be there for me in the way that they can.
And I like that mindset, because sometimes we always look down on our situation and we feel like that the grass is greener like on the other side with other people. But sometimes it's like the grass won't always be green, and that's life.
Yes, definitely.
But don't now completely what's the word? Like, don't leave the grass. Just leave it and forget that it was once green. Like, try stick around sometimes and try water it and see what happens.
Yeah.
If you water it and nothing comes out of it, then you
know
can make
that.
that. So I like that you didn't immediately think to yourself, let me cut them off. Like, no, these people were once there for you. These people were once good to you. Try see what you can do. And then make decisions. And still be good to them. Like, I don't think every friendship breakup has to be a start of a beef.
And that's something that I like. Like, you can just simply delete someone's number and call it a day. Like,
and literally, like,
for me, and
it surprises me when people just think an ending is the start of a beef. It doesn't have to be that at all. So friends, is there anything else you want to say?
No.
I feel like we like said a lot in like the space of like this 10 minutes.
But I mean, it was a very educational year with people. I got to learn a lot more about people that I knew.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to be alone.
Yes. No,
We
definitely.
shouldn't make that sound like it's a bad thing all the time.
For sure.
Like, you can be alone, but you don't always have to feel lonely.
Yeah.
And I think that was me. This year there were times where I felt alone, but it wasn't loneliness. It was
Yeah.
just, I'm alone.
Yeah.
But next year,
Ooh.
is that the timer?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me say one last thing.
Yes.
I'm excited for next year, and I just know that the lessons we've learned in this year are gonna help us be better people, and we're gonna grow and flourish in new
Navigate.
spaces, in new environments. And I just hope that for anyone watching who struggled with friendships recently, knows that you can come out of it great. Like, obviously, there's gonna be periods where it's difficult.
And
I
for a
don't
long
want
time,
to be like fake positive
Yeah,
or anything,
no.
but that's the truth, that you actually can be resilient,
Yeah.
and you will find friends. Like, it's not the end.
Yeah.
There are so many people out there that you don't know who could love you and will love you. So remember that. And yeah, okay, let's go see what we've made.
Yeah. Let us see.
I mean, it's only the 10-minute.
I think they're ready. There's nothing.
For real. Okay, try third one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let these cool whilst we
Do the
make
icing.
some icing. I wonder, you're gonna have a cupcake, hey? Do you like cupcakes? Do you like chocolate cupcakes? We have to be smart about this.
Okay.
You only pour a little bit of water each time as I put more and more. You know what, funny enough, yesterday I was speaking to, do you have a teaspoon that I can hear? Yesterday I was telling my parents about bush school and how we did $1 a day. And like, there was this one group, Shane, they ran out of, so now it was so watery and there's nothing that they could do because they had nothing left.
Porridge.
But it was
Oh,
too
no,
lumpy. I remember it was
no.
like, it was just a mazza, bruh.
I remember.
And we don't want that to happen here.
Someone's group. I won't mention names. It was so funny when they were making their pub. They
Oh,
put
wait, should I explain
tomato.
to people what I'm talking about? Bush
yeah,
school is
oh,
this
yeah.
camp that we do when we're in grade 9, and it runs for 3 weeks. So on one of the days, we do this thing called $1 a day. And that's like a real thing though. Like in South Africa, people live off like $1 a day.
Yeah.
So we were doing something like that at Bush School where we had to kind of survive off a budget, a small budget for food. So now, yeah, tell your story.
You got to like choose what you wanted to take to make for your dinner. And so obviously like the smart thing would be to like get mini meals, you know what I mean? Because
Yes,
that's like
sir.
filling. And like we're outside, we're kind of like, this is not like we're at the campsite, and do you know what I mean? Like we're literally, you want to be full. Anyways, so then you and your group, like you have to make your meal. And anyways, one of the groups, when they were making their cup, it was like failing and it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't happening. So I don't know whose smart idea it was, like they thought to like put the tomato and onion in the cup. Anyways, I don't know why. It was so funny.
Wait,
But it
how
was so,
come? We
like,
were literally
traumatizing
there on the
day.
same day.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
It was like, it was really funny though. It
Yo.
was traumatic for them though. Like it wasn't funny in the moment.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. And the thing is, like, everyone is on a budget. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like other groups were at an advantage
Yeah, and
to
we weren't
others.
able to, like,
So we
share
weren't
and
able to
stuff.
like share. It was
But
like,
like we did even try to help them, like to try and like kind of revive, you know, the pub. But it wasn't happening. Shame. But it's funny, like we can laugh about it now, but then it wasn't.
yeah, we can. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
funny
it wasn't
then.
funny then.
Look at how cute and tiny. Oh.
So guys, I'm just gonna take a spoon and just smear it on. It's not that deep, right?
Yeah.
These
at
look
those
so
swirls.
yummy.
Cupcake is like a sponge.
Mmm. Wonder, rating?
Yes, apple juice.
9.9.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Okay. I would say 9.9 as well. If there was sprinkles, it would have been cool.
Oh yeah.
This is the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you soon. Oh, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,
And turn
share.
on those post notifications.
Girl, she's on top of it. And don't forget to tell your friends, to tell their friends, to tell their friends. Okay. Mwah.